Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another wonderful episode from the Worst D&D channel, streaming to you live. Beautiful Friday night. It's 23. We're in Canada. We use
That's
Celsius.
not true.
Some of you are in Canada.
The lamer ones.
I don't think that's true. Anyway, so welcome back. This is our Shattered Earth campaign. Shattered Earth campaign, as you probably know by now if you're already on this episode, which is episode 39. 39, guys.
39.
Which is the wrong number on Twitch. Should be episode 39. But
let me work on that.
Anyway, so if you've made it this far, I'm so proud of you. You did great. You're gonna go far, kid. Okay, Shattered Earth campaign created by myself. It takes place in a post-apocalyptic Texas. The apocalypse was caused because of us, basically, but kind of the other people as well. So, a portal was opened, and some people were coming over from a different dimension, who basically were these mythical beings, elves, gnomes, what have you. Then some monsters started coming over. Some people started freaking out. Some went underground. Some stayed on top of the ground to fight. And then dragons came over. And then we threw the nukes at the dragons. And then the whole world blew up. Anywho, it is 2217 now. So there's been a lot of time to process what's happened. The world still sucks, but we're processing.
Therapy.
Yes. It takes time. I have not decided who's doing the recap, so we're just going to do it on the fly here.
I'm out because I'm trying to fix things.
Yes, you are.
Because you have to do it next time.
No, it's based on a roll, so it's always going to be based on a roll. And the reason why he's out is because I rolled not him. Anyway, so that's pretty much all the information you need from me. Our source books. Ultramarine 5 from a Canadian-based company called Deus Ex Machina. They have a Kickstarter, which I haven't mentioned in the past quite a few episodes. The Kickstarter is done. They've already released the book. I believe it's available now on Drive-Thru RPG Now, the couple of different places online. I don't know if it's like fully released for like hardcover and stuff yet. Get into it if you want to. It's a campaign setting using the Ultramodern system, I believe. We're also using D&D 5th edition and then some homebrew stuff as well that I've thrown in there. So if you have issues with any of the monsters or anything, I don't care because I made them. Anywho, What?
Nothing. Keep going.
Cool. So we're gonna get our formerly known as Four-Armed Menace to do our recap.
I figure that's probably better anyway, since unless they listen to it again, they missed part of it.
Oh, that's true. I didn't want to spoil it for myself, but I guess you're gonna. It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah. So, the episode before last ended with Gadget getting paralyzed by Thomas, who appeared in Talia's house, and so Gadget was kidnapped. And so last episode started with Gadget waking up in a little cell with Thomas standing there waiting for him and explaining to him, asking him what happened with all the research. And Zarathiel explaining that he blew up the facility and destroyed all the research. He didn't take any of it with him. Which is what Thomas thought. So Thomas proceeded to turn on the machine and suck out all of the radiation and essence out of Gadget, removing his extra set of arms, and his 30-foot tongue.
Question: did that just like plop off, or was it goop, or did it
don't think-
disintegrate?
Did it shrink?
It was never
Did you
stated.
throw up your tongue?
Use your imagination.
He was unconscious.
Gadget attempted to attack the machine to break out, and it didn't work. The next thing that he did, however, see his essence being sucked out into little vials that Thomas was gathering up outside of the machine. And apparently I broke mad. Afterwards,
Sorry. Go ahead.
I was dropped off outside of Talia's house and tossed under my duster, which I think people misunderstand how large a duster is.
I feel like
you're
they
just
do.
an itty bitty boy.
I feel like
itty
they're
bitty
like, oh,
boy.
you're so tiny. But
Little
no,
footsie
dusters are
sticking out.
giant.
Dusters are giant. So Gadget was left under his duster, and Talia ran across him while coming to the house.
Not Talia.
Or not Talia.
Despina.
Yeah.
That would be so rude. Talia walked by you as she was like leaving her house. Just peace.
I was brought. Despina brought me inside. I was unconscious. Did I totally mess it up again?
No, I was just laughing at the meme. Go
Okay. So I was brought inside and unconscious. They tried to wake me up to no avail. They decided that the best place to go was to Wackius's, see if he could help. So but at this point I don't have my arms. And the beauty of this is that this is the second time a party member has gone missing, and not a single person questioned whether the two-armed Gadget was actually Gadget. Everybody just ran with it.
Yeah, why not? Listen.
So there's no way that could go wrong. So they take me over to Wackius's. They wake up Wackius. Gar does some bizarre ritual that he has to do apparently to wake up the sleeping monster. Wackius comes downstairs. It's my story.
No, that's fun. I'm fun. Just like so many double entendres in this story. It's ridiculous.
I know. So I left the lifeless corpse out. So I mean,
that's fine.
I get brought there. Wackius brings out some smelling salts, wakes himself up, then wakes me up. Gadget's pretty out of it because he had a lot of essence taken. He wasn't quite thinking clearly and starts talking about the Tarrant family and their information gathering because he was told that he was sold out by someone with reliable information. And his two thoughts were Talia or the Tabaxi. Then he kind of passes out again while everybody decides what to do. Kenny decides to make an ass out of himself and upset Veda. And I have this written down because it's important. The fact that Gadget goes missing, shows up on the porch with no memory of what happened, the fact that he's missing arms, none of these things causes Veda to think that there's a mystery that needs to be investigated. She doesn't need to do any detective work, even though normally she's right out to get her pad. Kenny decides to be audacious, and then she flips out her book for the mystery of where Kenny gets his audacity. That is the first point at which Veda pulls out her journal.
Mysterious disappearance of Gadget.
That's fine,
Okay.
but in the game, you pulled it out to record his audacity. I checked. They fight. She runs off with the car, leaves Gadget to limp out the door. She goes to a river to verify that, oh no, in fact, they didn't do it. And it almost starts out like she's not even asking. She's just like, hey guys, they're after you. I know it's not you, so everything's cool. And then my name gets brought up, and River gets a little uncomfortable. But Veda doesn't really seem to notice, though Elwyn does, and that comes up later. So she leaves and comes back, and they finally pick up Gadget and the crew, and they head back to the house to talk to Kara and figure out what they're going to do. They decide that they're going to go check out the where the Metamorphosis League used to be. And when they get there, they don't run into anybody, but they find the cell that Gadget was held in. And Kenny notices some of the blue speckles. It means somebody within the last hour teleported away. They do come across a set of servers and computers. Somehow Kenny manages to do best on computer rolls that way. I managed to roll a 2, and I think he rolled something like a 20.
You rolled an 18.
Close enough. Gadget then requests that everybody leaves the room so that he can look up his name to find out what comes up. Under the pretenses of not wanting anyone to see what happened to him. And Gadget makes sure and deletes a bunch of files before pulling all the hard drives out of everything. And then we go back and check. One of the rooms had a bunch of bodies in it. Gadget goes to check and see if any of them were mutated. After cutting open all the bodies of Coruscans, he leaves, and Kenny was in there while it happened. And Kenny mentions to Veda that there was a tabaxi in there. Gadget was a little preoccupied looking for mix-ups in internal organs, and just generally rattled and didn't notice that there was a tabaxi with similar coloring to Veda. So Veda goes in with Kenny to investigate, and it turns out that Bernadette is dead, which is a horrible, terrible thing, and nobody's okay with it. And again, still nobody questions whether Gadget is actually Gadget or a doppelganger. So we all pack
we're
up.
We're awful friends, Gadget. Jeez.
We're about to go to you and cut you, so give that one up.
That's fine. So we leave, and we go to check on Bernadette and what's your brother's name? I can't remember. Quinn. We get there. Gadget goes around back. Some of the people go around the sides. We knock on the door. Nobody's home. And Elaine notices that both of their rooms are packed up. And so they drop Gadget off with the computers at Talia's house to wait for Kara's return.
Yes.
And they go to, Des was there too. Des stayed with me. And the rest of the group went to the spa to check with River and find out what's going on. River tells them that Bernadette and Quinn were there earlier today, and she gives them a knife that is supposed to be silver and demonstrates that cutting her doesn't do anything, and then everybody tests themselves. But she really didn't seem that tore up over Bernadette being dead. So, and aside from the fact that she cut herself and she didn't bleed silver, I'm not even sure if that's a silver dagger, but everybody else is good with it. And they're coming back to the house to check Gadget and presumably Kara and Des to make sure that none of us are doppelgangers.
Gadget didn't see this happen.
No, I didn't. But I
Gadget's
have
just
to recap
paranoid.
everything.
Gadget's always paranoid.
You live for a couple hundred years, you can't trust anybody, I guess.
Kenny has his rifle full of silver bullets ready for shit to go down.
Yeah, shoot Gadget right in the head.
Well, if he won't let us
Watch
cut
him
him, he's gonna get shot to see how he bleeds.
Nobody makes me bleed my own blood.
Okay. Are we ready?
It's okay. I'm ready. We're good.
I love it.
That's pretty great.
That's real good.
We're good to
Top
go,
of the
guys.
line.
Hey, I've
guys
played
hear
the
us
thing
just
enough.
fine?
There's no way it's me.
You guys can hear us just fine?
Yep.
Fantastic.
At least I
Great
hear you.
recap, Gadget. Great recap.
All right.
I was ready. I had my notes.
Wow. What's in blue?
Those are your notes?
Those notes are almost as detailed as mine.
I mean, they're more detailed than mine.
Cheese and crackers.
It literally says Thomas Howard, father, human, mystery of where Kenny gets his audacity, and got there mid Kool-Aid. Because that was my favorite phrase when Veda was explaining about Ashley and us showing up, and that she got there mid Kool-Aid.
Did I not?
Okay. So, we're going to ignore all of your stories for just a moment here. There's Bernadette. She's with her two friends hiding in the bunker. She pulls up the radio yet again and calls out to the person she's been communicating with. And she says, "All right, I've done what you've asked me to do. Now, what do you need? I'm at the location." And the voice comes across, it's like, "Perfect. Just stay there and we'll be there soon." Another rumble happens as she peeks out of a closet that she's in and sees Boone and Veda walking by. She kind of wants to pop out. You can tell by the look on her face that she wants to like say her final goodbyes and let her sister know that she's not going to be around much longer. But she was told by these people who promised her exactly what she wanted that nobody can know. So she closes the door once again, talks to her two friends, just random, "What are you going to do when you get to the surface?" type of chit chat. And then the vibration happens again, and where Veda and Boone had just walked by, a giant hole bursts into the side of the bunker. And you see a large gaping mouth, and a bunch of people come running out of chambers that are attached to the back of this thing. After that, Bernadette comes bursting out the door, and she's like, "Wait, you never said this. Who are you people? This was never supposed to happen like this. What are you doing here?" And they all kind of laugh. It's like, "Ha, this must be the one who led us here, hey boss?" And she's like, "Where is Patrick?" And a man, tall, you guys have all seen him before. The ones who have actually were at the base have all seen this man before. And he walks up to Bernadette and says to her, "Well, welcome to the surface. No one's really going to be honest with you up here. No one's ever really as they seem. And you got yourself a lot of learning to do." And he basically just gives a wave to two people behind him. They run up with guns, crack her in the side of the head, and she collapses. Later, she wakes up and she's looking around, unsure of her surroundings. She's never been in this part of the bunker before. And then she realizes it's not part of the bunker. What just happened wasn't some sort of crazy dream. It wasn't just a nightmare. It was reality. This is happening, and she has no idea what came of her family. She has no idea what came of her friends. No idea what's happening. Patrick then walks into the room again, and he looks down at her and says, "Well, I have to thank you. If it wasn't for you, we never would be able to fulfill our contract. Thanks to you, we're in for some hefty amount of tokens." Bernadette looks up at him. What are tokens? What does that even mean?" "Oh, right. See, tokens here are what people use as currency. And what we're going to do is sell you to the highest bidder and get even more tokens out of this deal. Sound like a plan?" "No, don't get up." And he walks out of the room. Bernadette freaking out, still wondering what's going on, what's happening, who these people actually are, starts coming up with ideas of how she can escape. She looks around the room. It's kind of like a cell, but there's not a whole lot to it. And she decides that she's going to try to pick the lock. Maybe that's a thing that she can do. She's seen a lot of criminals try and do it, so why not? So she gives it a go, and surprisingly, after her 5th or 6th try, she actually gets the lock open. She sneaks through this facility where they're keeping her, and she manages to escape. She sees her friends kind of in a pile of bodies off to the side somewhere. And she well, I wouldn't say friends, I guess. Colleagues at this point, and runs away. As she's running through the wasteland, she is looking around, kind of in awe as to what the world is at this point, but also in pure terror as she sees giant scorpions, giant, like, radiated creatures roaming the wasteland. And then she sees a large group of people coming towards her. And she waves them down. It's like, help, help, somebody, like, they kidnapped a bunch of people. What? There's got to be some way you can help. And an older gentleman that 2 of you know starts heading towards her. Oh, my dear. You've been through a terrible, terrible time. I can tell. Look how ruffled your fur is. I apologize. They must have done some nasty things to you. Come with us. We'll help you through it. Don't worry. And she thanks them for their hospitality, thanks them for giving her a chance to escape, and they walk away with Bernadette. Then we flash forward a little bit, and Bernadette is sitting in a very similar cell as to what Kenny was found in. And she is always, every single day, taken into a room where she is surrounded by bright green lights that flash on and off. She feels pulses of energy waves going through her, and she seems to be more resistant than most. But eventually, radiation gets to even the best of the corrosions. And unfortunately, in her last moment, she still didn't know what happened to all her family, friends, and everybody in the bunker. And her vision goes black. And now we can go back to you guys. What are you doing?
We were
Heading to Talia's.
headed
house
back to Talia's, yes.
Yeah.
With the knife.
with the
Yes.
knife.
Who had the silver knife?
Pretty sure it was you.
Was it me?
Was
Yeah, I
your
think it was.
Elaine?
It was Elaine because she finished poking me with it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she used it last.
Oh yeah, I poked Gar and then I cut myself. So we're just all a part of a blood pack now. We've used the same blade on.
Yes.
all of
I
us.
hope no
You
one had
all
a disease.
have AIDS.
It's one way to do a blood pact, I guess.
Sorry, am I not allowed to say that? I didn't realize. Anyway, I thought it was like old enough now that it's
Oh,
no. Okay,
We're gonna be banned.
probably.
First time for everything.
We'll be back on the Worst D&D channel 2.
No.
The worst D&D channel.
The worst D&D channel 2, Electric Boogaloo.
Something like that.
But we can't be far from Talia's, right? Because
No.
we went to Bernadette's and she was gone.
Yeah. Well,
No,
Or,
you went to
sorry,
you went to Bernadette's,
spa.
then you went to the spa, and then you went back to Talia's. You're like nothing super far away, especially when you have the vehicles. So
Okay. So Veda's driving, I assume.
Veda is like honking at people to get off the streets as she's driving crazily.
Better
Make
than
a
running
make a
people
vehicle
down.
proficiency.
Can we go back
Okay.
to Gadget
See
search
what mine is.
and what he was doing while they were at the spa?
Nope.
Oh yeah, you were going through your stuff, hey? Yeah, let's do that. So roll a computer use and make it better than a 2, please.
A 1.
3.
I mean, a 3 is like a 11 for you, isn't it?
Yeah. Do you have the book handy?
I do.
Can I spend a point to? I think I can spend a point to re-roll computers too.
Is that your subclass or is that your class?
It's from my class. It's from one of the science things.
Okay, 1 second.
So I'm totally going to use it.
Why? Because you failed?
Well, the first
Listen.
roll is a 12. The second roll is a 28.
Do I get to roll twice just
But
for
I left my book in the car.
reasons?
No, it's specific to his class.
I'm looking through your
okay.
character sheet and I don't see it, but you might have just not put it
Is
in.
it just the tech points?
No, I'll look it up real fast. I know where it is on my sheet on the on roll.
I mean, I have your class open here.
It's on my sheet. It's one of my abilities. It's one of my class features.
Oh, is it friggin' love science?
Yeah, it's freaking love science.
Science and engineer. It's not computer use.
Okay.
So
Then
what
that's a
was your
12.
first roll? 12.
It was a 4.
Okay. Yeah.
It's better
So-
than a 2.
You're trying.
Better than me.
It must have just been a fluke chance last time that you were able to log into these things.
Last time it was Kenny that logged in and gave it over.
So then,
Wow.
can I pull out and plug my tablet in and get a second roll attempt?
Oh, your tablet's not charged. Oh,
'Cause that would make it a 29.
incompatible.
Okay. Sure, I'll allow it. I mean, you just suck with this computer, man.
I do.
You need Kenny there to help you.
Yeah.
It's an apple, you know?
But yeah, I'm gonna start looking for any indications of where they might have another base.
It is a Linux-based system.
hey Kenny, when you're
still
doing your
active.
hacking, do you like say out loud beep bop boop
Beep, bop,
beep
boop.
bop?
Definitely.
Attack with just the fingers.
Does the old man typing?
He accidentally hit the return key. He doesn't actually know what he did to get it.
Okay. Gadget's coming up with all these like complicated passwords, and the password is just password. No caps. Nothing else.
That was my problem. I assumed they had security.
Cool.
Little did I know that Kenny's the one that wrote the password.
Just did numbers,
Anyway.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Anyway. Okay. So it's gonna take you a little bit of going through the stuff, and by the time you actually find the information, they'd probably be back, just because it's not like gonna be readily available.
Oh yeah.
Because
we've killed a few
obviously,
people on the way.
Yeah.
I mean, it'll take me reading through documents and scanning things. So
Here comes the cutting crew.
Don't say that out loud.
It's in my other room.
My gun is not holstered.
Veda, hurry up. I'm freaking out. We
Dangerous
gotta
in a
get back.
vehicle. So I rolled a 1.
I meant once we get out of the vehicle, I'm taking out my gun, not as we're
We're not
driving
getting out
her
of-
out.
Is your seatbelt on? Is everybody's seatbelt on?
so you,
We're
I'm
rolling.
gonna say I
You-
at least put mine
you
on.
you drive up and like
Kenny
are
does
like
it.
trying to like do the skirt thing where you like slide in, and instead of doing that you do it a little bit early and actually roll the truck into the spot.
Veda, what are you doing? Veda!
So Kenny, you smash against the ceiling because we know you're not wearing a seatbelt and come back down.
Goes off. I have the safety on.
I just was that supposed to happen?
Oh, one goes out to like the door, and the other one like instinctually goes out across whoever the hell is sitting next to her. Not that it's gonna do
Probably
much.
far.
What-
Probably
Go-
flying around the vehicle again.
Gar's in his booster seat.
I'll just
Buckled up and safe.
Hey, Veda.
Veda
Cool
Veda goes
parking
out
job.
immediately.
And Kenny will follow.
Are
She's
we
out running
upright?
to the door.
Yeah, you're up right now. Like you rolled over and landed on your wheels, so it's like roll, and then whoop.
Gadget's not gonna
Alright.
like the looks of this vehicle now.
Gadget, you hear this happen outside.
You
as
can't
well.
even blame Kenny this time.
I go running outside to hear what the commotion is.
You
And you
almost
see,
run into
And
Veda.
I'm slowly like,
Like the windows are still fine. It's like a heavily armored vehicle, but the bottom, the top of it is like you can see crumples of like where the cobblestone hit. Yeah.
So as Elaine's getting out, hey, can I have that
Oh,
knife?
that's holy.
Yeah, you and
What?
did Kara come back?
Kenny, was this Kenny again?
Carly.
No, I
Yes?
stopped
Does
breaking the
that
truck.
matter?
We
Yeah,
need
Gadget,
to
let
cut
me
you.
see your hand real quick.
She was out
Oh.
doing
Why did you break
Kara
the
was
car again?
gone.
Did you find anything?
Yeah, I think so.
We need
Okay,
to cut you,
I
Gadget.
was
Elaine needs to cut you
Kinda-
first.
What?
And Kara.
Just give me your hand for 1 second.
why?
Do you trust me?
Well, they just said you were gonna cut me, so
If you don't let her
I'm
cut
not
you,
gonna
I'll
kill
shoot you.
Come in
I'll
here.
shoot
Kenny,
you
go
back.
inside.
What's going on?
Don't worry, Des. You're next. It's okay. It's all
Remember
good.
how we told you that when Kenny disappeared, she got replaced with a not Kenny?
Yeah.
We need to make
Who's
sure
that?
that you're not a
Not
gadget
Gadget.
imposter.
Let me see it.
I'm just-
Your hand starts to sizzle. No.
Stab. Right in the throat.
No.
Surprising
What?
turn of events. Okay, Des and Kara.
Is he
Is
blue
Kara
normal?
here?
Kara is not back yet. No.
I put out my hand.
Gar gives Gadget's leg a hug. I'm so glad you're Gadget. Oh my goodness. You have no idea. All right, Des, you're next.
And we're gonna like, I'll like prick her hand. I'm not gonna like cut her palm.
Just
thing.
stab it right through her palm.
Into the table.
Be a magic trick.
After, as they're doing that to Des, I said to Gadget, I didn't actually want to shoot you.
Well, that's good, because I wasn't kidding when I said I would shoot you back.
But hey,
Okay,
if you
where are we
bled
going?
gray, I would have shot you.
Back inside to check what I found.
1 second.
Des doesn't bleed red.
No, you're good. Sorry.
Sure.
I don't know if y'all can see it, but my camera keeps like twitching out.
We
A
can see
little
it.
bit.
It's happening in both spots. I can see you.
Okay. It's like just a second, and it's like it refocuses. It's really weird.
It's all good. Your voice is good, so that's all that matters.
Well, thank you.
All right.
Okay.
So we're all together now. We just need to cut Kara and we're good, correct?
Well,
Where's Kara?
we can get Kara later. We have to find out where Bernadette went. Not
Where'd you get
Bernadette.
the knife?
Did Karl leave?
From River.
Okay, are we all on the same page here? What's going on? What are we talking
We're
about?
going to stop the not Bernadette so we can save the actual Quinn.
Yes,
So
but
where are we
I thought
going?
we isn't Gadget looking for that on his computer?
Gadget's
Yeah,
looking
I'm
for
back
the other
inside.
facilities.
What'd you find? Okay, let's go inside.
I'll show y'all. And I pull up the information that I found.
Okay.
Ooh, interesting.
What's interesting?
Kenny can't read.
Oh. So when you guys stab Dez. Okay, I keep getting network errors on the stream. Is that from my internet or is that from your internet?
Oh, let me look.
My internet's good now. It did crash a couple minutes ago.
Okay.
I really need to get your side set up.
Mine's buffering.
I think
I
Elaine's
can't see it.
frozen.
Yo, I have to reload.
No, Elaine's not frozen.
Oh,
My
there, her
guess
finger
is
moved. She was
my
so-
guess it's
she was
on
so
me.
still, I couldn't tell.
Okay.
I'm just that good.
Yeah, it keeps on popping up saying there's a network error on mine, but that it's still running once I refresh through it,
No.
and then it buffers and then goes away again. Anyway. When you stab Dez, nothing comes out of her hand, but it doesn't affect her. If that makes you feel any better.
She's supposed to bleed. And I don't point my gun at her, but I raise it.
Gadget
Confused.
does.
Stab her a little harder. You're not doing
When,
it right.
when Gadget
No, no, no.
points his gun, Kenny does too.
Boys, guns down in the house, please.
Why is she not bleeding?
We can figure that out a little easier if you put your gun away. There's a thing called a conversation.
Yep, we can still talk.
Gadget.
I'll only shoot if he shoots.
Nobody needs to shoot anybody.
Kenny.
You're right. We don't.
What?
Explanations, and we can put the guns down.
How about you put the gun down first?
Yeah, you guys said the doppelgangers are silver stuff, right? There's no silver, so
Are you sure that's silver?
Yes.
Yeah.
the knife?
Why?
Silver thing out?
Gar takes the knife and licks the knife. Yeah, it's silver. I'm tested in all metals.
I believe you. Weirdly. I bet caves have a lot of metals in them.
Well, also, I love gold and silver and all kinds of stuff.
That's fair.
Can you tell if it's silver?
Yeah, I just said.
I'm talking to Dash because Kenny does not trust Gar.
Dash isn't
Gadget?
Gadget.
You know, Gadget?
It's been a
I would
long
have to
day.
test it in the lab. Other than silver is a soft metal.
I'm just gonna gently take Dez by the hand. Like, we'll actually have a conversation about this where people aren't pointing guns at anybody. And I'm gonna drag her off into like one of the bathrooms.
That
Oh,
would
I'm
be
going
much
to.
appreciated. So it's the three of us?
And she turns and looks at Gadget and Kenny. Stay.
All right, we don't need to stay. We'll go and do some more computer stuff. Let's go, guys.
Kenny passes Gadget a bullet. A silver bullet. Because he knows this one is silver.
Gar grabs it and tastes it. Yeah, that's silver.
We have to taste everything.
Like a little
Everything's
kid.
silver.
Everything goes in my mouth.
Does Gadget take it?
Yes. And I will put the first bullet in the chamber of my pistol and
It might not. It's a rifle one. It was more
oh, we won't
to
fit.
see if you react to the bullet.
I toss it back to you.
Okay. It's a
So we have-
secondary test because you questioned the knife.
Are we in the bathroom?
Yeah, I'm gonna just shut the door behind us, and I'm gonna lean up against it so no one can just try and like burst it open with a gun and just go nuts.
So,
All right, so what's
yes,
going on?
There's a bit of a backstory here. I'm a little bit older than I look. In fact, I think I've forgotten how old I am now. So, many, many moons ago, I was a general, like you said, but this is back in the time of the bombing, and they were doing different experiments and stuff, and yeah, they did some experiments on me to try to help with things, and things just got carried away, and yes, I became. I think some people refer to it like a zombie, but not a zombie.
Oh,
So
So it's
you're
like, I am no longer alive.
okay.
breathe. Have I ever
Why did I
noticed
say that?
her breathing?
A dampier. Have you heard of that before?
Have I?
No, I know I haven't.
So it's similar to vampires, but not a vampire.
So you don't drink
No.
blood and okay.
No. I do, though. Well, I don't know if I want to get that detailed, but yes, I find ways to replenish myself in other ways, not blood related. And I will never harm you guys. It's not, it's a different way of replenishing my energy. But yes, it's not blood related, but there's not much more I can tell you. It was a long time ago, and that's what happened because of this experiment that was done on me. And yeah, there's a few things that I can do that I haven't really had a chance to do in front of you, but I'm sure it will come in handy when the time is needed. It's not something I like to talk about, but you guys, yeah, I hope you can trust me, and I hope I can prove myself to you, but that's what happened. The government did some tests and some experiments, and that's what happened.
Are you the only one?
Well, yeah, that's a lot that I know of anyway. We all kind of went our separate ways. I kind of excluded myself because of all the garbage that I saw was going on. People were doing things that they shouldn't be doing. Like I said, it's been a long time since I've seen anyone or any people trying to do good for others. So I kind of isolated myself and kept away from people because anytime they found out about different things that I could do, they would use it to their advantage, and it never ended up good. It seems that magic or these different scientific things, it's like always doing harm to people. It's never for the good of people. They try to dress it up with fancy words and stuff, but not from what I've seen, boys and girls. So
What an insight. See if she's
Yeah.
being honest.
I just want to see if she seems.
to roll.
10.
Hey, Kenny, am I the only one with a gun on the door, or do you and Gar?
You would have to roll it
When-
persuasion or
When Kenny saw you
deception,
lift to yours, he just
and you don't tell them which one, but you tell them what they understand. So whether like if you roll higher than them in deception, you're like, yeah, being honest. If you roll persuasion and are still higher than them, you can say being honest. If you roll lower than them, being honest. But if you roll deception and roll lower than them, then you have to tell them you lied.
Roll the 24.
14.
So yes,
Great
I'm
detective.
telling you the truth.
Okay.
So, werewolves, vampires, dragons, zombies. Why do
It's go-
people live here?
You've seen
What's
it all
going
now,
on?
Veda.
You
So
were
Gar's got his-
surprised there were werewolves.
yeah. Is
Gar's
Gar
got his
pointing
ears
his
to the
gun?
door.
No,
No,
so
Gar's
both
got
of
his
us
ears
are
to the
pointing.
door. And
I'm
he's
I
putting
like
my-
assume
trying
we're
to
not
say some
talking
of the
like
words
super
to
loud in the
Ken
bathroom.
Gadget. Something about it. werewolf or zombie or I can't get it all.
I'm pointing my gun at the door above Gar's head.
You find
Finally, not
yourself some
pointing at me.
interesting friends, Veda.
Please.
So are we all
Okay,
good,
well-
girls?
Yeah, we got. You're gonna still
As far
help
as
us,
I'm
right?
concerned, you're fine.
Well, like I said, I'll do whatever I can to help you, and hopefully the things that I can do can work to our advantage.
She says she's gonna help us or something. I can't make it all out.
I'm gonna go out through the door first.
You
Oh,
open the
I was
door
just
and
standing in front of it.
Kenny,
You
are
push
you
and
letting
I'm-
her out?
I'm
no,
going
I'm
out
gonna
first.
turn, open the door, and just stand there.
You
You've got
see,
both Kenny and Gadget holding the guns on the door.
If the
and
door
Gar
opened in
listening
and
to
Gar fell in.
Yeah, and Gar
Gar
falls
gets
in when you
smacked
open
by
it.
it.
Yeah, so arms crossed, Elaine just kind of stands there, looks down for a second at Gar, who just fell at her feet, and looks up at both of you
Hi.
and just doesn't say anything.
So, what's the verdict?
So we're good. So
She's
we're gonna
good.
go and
Put your gun
continue
away.
saving
Okay,
my
put the
family,
gun
please.
down. So, what's the deal?
She's different, but she's not evil.
Okay. Don't care to share with the class?
No.
That's not my business to share. If Des wants to tell y'all who keep pointing guns at people because they're different, then she can tell y'all. But as
You'll
far as I'm
forgive
concerned,
me.
she's fine.
But it's been a day. I've been kidnapped. Veda's sister's been murdered. And it's kind of hard to know who to trust. So,
So every other day that we've had to deal with since all of us met. No offense, Veda. I know this is really hard right now.
Then Gadget, it's like, but I have maybe not as extreme as yours, or even close to as extreme as yours, but I also had experiments done on me too. So I'm at, I believe it's pronounced Dampier.
okay. That's
That's what
which
I
is right.
became.
That's all we need to know.
So
We good.
all right,
So not doppelganger. Got it.
not
Okay.
doppelganger.
We're good. Computer, let's go.
Are you talking to the computer?
No, talking to Gadget. Let's go to the
Come
computer.
on, let's go, computer.
All right, let's
Gadget's
go.
new name is Computer.
Yeah. Did he name
And
it?
you're being trapped in the matrix in your video. It's creeping me out. Very pixelated.
Is he frozen?
Who's trapped? Kenny?
Oh, I don't know if our stream is dropped, but his video is being funky. Oh, I have to reload the player.
It's
Mine's
saying I
fine.
have a goodish connection right now.
It was choppy for like a quarter of a second, but it looks good to me.
Oh, okay. Maybe it's just mine.
No, I just had to reload too.
Oh, yeah. I have to
The
reload
stream
again.
did completely crash at one point. The only other thing I can do is get it streaming set up at Mads.
Okay, let me reload the whole thing.
Well, there's my nat 1 for the session.
Hey, Nat 1 buddies.
Well, the DM's not here, so that didn't happen.
He totally can't hear us.
Totally can't.
What's
If he
that?
doesn't speak up right now, he didn't hear us, and anything he says in the future doesn't count.
We run this campaign now.
For those of you who don't know, the DM is away from their chair.
I
And
am
he
the captain
can
now.
most definitely hear us.
Go get it, Shadow.
He's not here. We get to have evil DM now. Which button is evil DM?
Uh-oh.
Evil DM?
Yeah.
Oh,
Ha ha ha, evil DM.
Do we all get +3 short swords?
Yeah,
Oh,
plus
hell
3
yeah.
short swords versus guns.
The computer tells you where the cache of +3 short swords is. It's in Talia's basement.
Talia has a basement?
She has a basement, and it's nothing. You know the Iron Throne? Just like that, made of +3 short swords. This is where they all are.
Makes sense.
And we can load them into like little projectile shooters.
Absolutely.
Ooh, we can
Hell
shoot +3 short swords. Can we connect like ropes to them so we can also like pull them back and shoot again?
Naturally.
The missing DM seems to say no, that doesn't happen, but you know, I don't hear anything.
Evil DM.
I like evil
Evil
DM.
DM says we all gravy.
Evil DM
Hell
rock.
yes. We
And
like
you get
evil
a short sword, and you get a short sword. You're a doppelganger. You're a doppelganger. Everybody's
no.
a doppelganger.
No, now it's gone bad.
No, Kenny's already
Evil
been a
DM, I don't want to be
doppelganger
a
once.
doppelganger.
Let's see, Elaine, you get your short sword through your head. It's like a genie, you know.
I'll take that
Obviously.
short sword.
And yours is through your mouth, Kimmy.
Who needs one of those?
I'm being threatened now. Apparently, the DM has to go away.
I don't know if it's
being
just for
banished.
me, but I'm still having like major issues with the stream.
Probably not just for you.
I think I was having issues too.
Well, I completely shut it down and reloaded it, and it just keeps going network error, try again.
Yeah,
Network
the thing
error, try
is, I'm
again.
doing the best I can right now. The only actual solution is move streaming to someone else.
No, you're good. I just wanted to let you know that it was going on.
Yeah, like I'm jumping between good speeds and like 100 kilobytes per second, which isn't enough. But it seems to be more good than not. I'm only dropping 40% of my frames.
Only?
Okay, sometimes it's up to like 60. Then again, I am only at 30 FPS tonight.
You're getting packets dropped?
Frame drops. I don't know. It's just telling me what percentage of the frames aren't making it to the stream.
How well do you know computers?
Quite well.
IP config
Well,
-T.
what
And you can see the packets drop.
this comes down to is my internet speed isn't fast enough to keep up with what is required to send the frames.
Oh, I gotcha.
I thought you were with Starlink. How's it possible?
My download is 80. My upload isn't.
Ah.
Ooh.
Yeah, I think Madison's upload is stupid. I think it's like
It is.
500 or something.
My
stupid.
upload is usually like 5, which is pushing it for being not fast enough, but it technically should be. But then if anything else is on the system, it will be too slow. And then I found, especially the last few days, is my service drops for like half a second, but when streaming, that will hit it hard. When you're doing anything that's not streaming, you don't notice.
I think the moral of the story is when the DM's away, evil DM is out to play. Oh, crap.
I think
Oh, no,
the moral
it's
of the
back.
story is
Oh, no.
Gadget is about to be murdered.
Rock's
But-
ball gadget dies.
But his new character will also be evil DM. As long as Cody doesn't die, we're good.
Gadget,
Rock
Gadget,
falls, Cody dies.
Gadget types in a bunch of stuff to the computer and it just blows up in his face.
No, that's the wrong
I heard about
Hours
that.
in there.
I heard about that Nat 1. That makes sense. That works.
See, the Nat 1 was going to be whether or not I knew what a Dampier was, and the answer is no.
Okay.
I didn't even roll to check.
I got an 11.
Okay. Doesn't matter for you, Veda, because you're about to find out anyway. Are you going to ask? Is the question.
No, there's more pressing issues. Like I can
Oh, you
grill
don't care?
Des later. Yeah, I'm not too concerned about it right now.
I was talking about Elwyn, not Dez.
Oh, wait, Elwyn wants to know.
No, Elwyn knows what a damn
Oh.
You
tree
can
is.
ask
No,
Elwyn.
no, she doesn't. I'm
Okay,
saying
she doesn't
really
care.
care right
Got
now.
it.
Okay.
Anyway, so sorry about that, everyone. Gadget,
Checking the computer. What do I find?
you find a lot of emails. Not emails as much. Sorry, not emails. I don't know why I said emails, but like documents. Speaking of something known as the bounds.
I keep finding a bunch of references to something called the bounds. Is that something that I remember hearing about, Madison?
I honestly don't. Roll a history check.
Okay.
Would have Kenny heard anything from that when he was with them?
You probably would have heard it mentioned once or twice, but that
But-
doesn't answer your
But
question.
not with
as to, like,
context. Okay.
location or whatever.
We'll call it a 15.
Is that what we call that?
Yeah.
Oh, is that a 2?
No, it's a 6.
Not bad.
No. You have a 9 in history?
Well, I've got my tablet out, which gives me a +1.
Oh, okay.
Gar rolled a dirty 20.
Who did? Gar?
Hell yeah.
Case it would be something that Wackius might know about. He might have said something to Gar, but otherwise I would not know.
Honestly, I don't know if there's a lot of people who would know this information.
I was mostly asking if I knew about it from my 5 years.
Yeah, I don't think so. Because you were
Okay.
just in your one location, right?
Yeah. That's why
Yeah.
I didn't know if they'd talk about it or if it was after that time frame.
No, it kind of have to be set up after that, right? Because they
Probably.
never really had anybody do what you did
Yeah.
until you did it.
Yeah.
Right?
So when
That's
you
what I was
mentioned
thinking.
that, Kenny, I heard them mention that when they had me, but I don't know anything. They didn't obviously tell me anything.
I've never heard of it before, but it could have come into existence after I was there.
And just so everybody knows, that's 2 words. THE bounds. BOUNDS.
Is there any kind of indication as to where it might be?
You know it's far away.
The only thing I've been able to find is that it's far away from here. I don't know if we can go back to the base and see if we can find anything else there that mentions the bounds.
Didn't we
What?
already take all of the
I-
info?
I guess actually I'll give you far south.
Oh wait, hold on. This document seems to say that it's far to the south somewhere.
So we
Isn't-
go south.
Isn't
we
South just ocean?
You're just ocean.
No.
I mean, if you go far enough, then yeah, you hit the water. But the beast riders we were messing with for a while, they were right out by the coast, and where we found Emily was right on the coast too. That's south.
I mean, there's Galveston and Galveston Island south of here.
Islands?
Yeah, there's an island.
How do we get to an island?
Well, I
With
don't
a
know what
submarine?
Galveston
Oh, wait.
is.
We
but,
fly.
You can't
The-
even really fly. You glide.
submarine and everything was.
I
down
can
by
get,
the
like,
coast.
80
I
feet.
mean, thinking about the Texas straight south, there's not a lot of options. But if it was southwest, that's a lot of options. It could be down by where the border with Mexico was.
It doesn't say anything else, just south.
Roll an intelligence check.
Who?
Not me, right?
Yeah. Yeah, Veda, roll an intelligence check. Veda and Kenny, roll an intelligence check.
3.
That would be a nat
Oh, 2.
20.
Nat 20, hey?
Yeah.
I got a
as you-
9.
As you kind of say that, like, oh, southwest could be near the border of, and then you're like the boundary before Mexico.
Hmm.
Isn't Boundary Dam?
It's the Alamo.
No,
Damn.
but bounds, boundary. You kind
So
of
yeah,
link the two.
it could be down by that. Might be down by Mexico. We could go check it out, but it's a drive.
Yeah, let's go.
We probably need to make a stop to refuel.
That's the
Where
total
are
of
we
the
gonna do
direction.
that?
Yeah, but do you know how big the state is?
No.
We're going down hours. I mean, days probably.
We've been not all the way south, but we've been a ways.
Yeah, we can do it. We'll be
I mean,
fine.
yeah, there's a lot out there, but
Pack some
refuel
jerky
and some
from Talia's
total other
fridge.
direction.
Can we load enough fuel to get us there?
We had to stop by the wizards. The
Yeah.
other wizards.
The Wizards is where we got our fuel from. How much do we have left?
You already loaded it up.
With
Like
the
you've-
extra
you've-
gas tank.
Yeah, you've refilled it once already.
And we had how many refills? 3?
I think 2.
Oh, 2?
Two.
So,
Are the wizards on the way?
No.
no, they're out of the way.
Mm.
Sure, we'll be fine.
Wizards
head-
would be heading pretty much straight west, and then we'd have to go down.
Head back to Misery, check out what's going on there. I'm sure there was nothing bad sent to anything there at all.
Don't
They
even.
have a radio. They
It
would've
doesn't
told
go that
us.
far. It doesn't go that far, Veda.
It's long range.
Long range doesn't mean all of the state.
Yeah, actually, doesn't it?
When
Wouldn't they be able to
I-
reach us?
When I radioed and called them, and hit the fan and beep on, Alaria could barely hear me. I was scratchy, coming through choppy.
Oh, we can check on them after. Good find coin first.
Well, are we refueling first, or are we going straight south?
Straight south.
Do we have
Hey,
enough
let's-
fuel to get there and back?
Sure.
Exactly. Let's not get
Gadget.
hasty. Hold on. Veda, just hold on. Gadget.
Veda,
How
I know
far
this
can
is
we go?
stressful, but we need to think about these things.
I know,
Alright.
that's what I'm
Get
trying to
stranded.
think of.
How far can we go on our 3 tanks of gas? Or 3
We have
containers?
what we have, and we've got one more left. We've already filled up once.
Yeah, no, the Wizards are all the way out just north of Misery.
We know.
That's
It's completely out of the way. Do we have enough, if we don't go to them first, to go all the way down to the border and all the way back up?
Well, we used 1 tank getting from there to here and doing the little bit of running around we did.
Maybe Kara has a way to get gas. So we don't
I
gotta
know
waste
we
a
can
day.
get gas,
Where?
but y'all aren't gonna like it.
Oh,
There?
fuck.
What?
Fine, go.
Okay.
But none of us can go with you.
When Kara gets back, hopefully she knows, and I'll go get some gas.
We can't
I'll
wait
go
for
with them.
Kara right now.
I don't know that I can get in without Kara. I
She's
know how to
met you
get there.
once.
Did she take a radio?
Ara?
Yeah.
I think she still has the one from Kenny.
Sorry.
Oh,
Kara. Hoodoo.
you hear it up from the room.
In fact, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not so 100% sure that's not where she is right now.
Sorry, I'm looking at gas mileage for your vehicle.
It's
And it's abysmal.
It is.
No,
it's really
it's-
bad.
Great. What do you mean?
Well,
When you have a
for the-
vehicle that
for
looks
the
like
smaller-
that, it ain't going
For
far.
the smaller engine one, it's 25 miles per gallon. But you guys took like the really big engine one,
10.
which I can't find it, but I would assume it's like 15.
Yeah,
Yeah,
probably
but it's like
15 to 18.
It's
magically
magically
enhanced.
modified. Exactly.
go.
Come
It
on.
is not magically modified.
It is magical. I'm
Wasn't
gonna
it
talk to the
modified to use
Modified.
electricity with it, which would give it a boost to range?
evil DM. Is it modified properly?
No.
It's like if it's a
DMD
hybrid,
here.
it would
I
have
don't
a
think
much
I'm out
better
playing.
range. It's how hybrids work.
It wasn't a
Um,
hybrid.
I thought
Yeah, it's
someone.
not.
I thought we said it
No,
was.
we had the plan to do that. and Never did.
Okay.
We've been on the run. We haven't exactly stopped and relaxed. It's
And
been pretty.
you also have completely destroyed this vehicle when he asked you specifically not to.
Probably
Hey,
gets better gas mileage. now.
all I did was crack the windows.
Anywho,
Nice.
Veda fixed it with her magic. It's all good.
so the door opens.
Karl,
Gar, come join the cutting crew. Get over here.
What?
Guard,
No,
stop.
What's going on? None of
we
that.
have to test for body doubles. Everyone's done it.
The thing that
Um,
happened to Kenny, we found a way to test for it.
Okay.
Bernadette's dead.
Who's Bernadette?
Veda's sister,
And
who's
the
been
Bernadette
parading around town with the
as
rest
a
of Veda's family.
doppelganger.
Okay. I'm not a doppelganger.
It's
We
gotta
just,
poke
have,
you a little.
we just have to make sure that you don't bleed a weird color.
Okay.
Just give me your finger. And I'm
She
gonna-
does.
And I'm just gonna poke her fingertip. So she bleeds.
You just stab right through it.
Cut it off.
Yeah, nothing happens.
You're good.
Cool.
It's been a day, and Quinn's missing, and we're trying to figure out where they took him because we think it's the same people that had Kenny and did this to get it. And it's a whole.
Did you
it's
find
been
anything,
a
Kara?
Yeah, I found out a couple of things. First, they're not in town anymore for sure. They've taken everything and gone. By the way, you guys really need to be quieter when you're storming the gates.
What are you talking about?
Well, I was there before you. And I heard you guys coming in, and
Elaine's just gonna point to Kenny and not say anything as she continues talking.
when the other guy heard you guys coming in, he did something and just poofed.
I tried to be sneaky.
So now I see who's useless on a stealth mission. in this
I wasn't
game.
the only loud one.
I didn't say just you.
You pointed at me.
You were part of it.
I pointed
Anyway,
Gadget.
You guys need to figure that out amongst yourselves. Anyway, he was gathering some things. There were a bunch of vials
Gadget's
he
head
was-
snaps.
that he was grabbing from a weird square box that wasn't there last time. There was like a system attached to the back of the box.
Yeah, we saw all of that
And
too.
That's what he
He-
took from me.
There
Just
was 7 vials, and he grabbed 6 of them before you guys spooked him,
So
and
where's the
then he
7?
dropped the last one. Now, I went over and collected what was there, and she holds out like this little baggie with some liquid and broken glass and stuff in it. I don't know if it's important, and
It's
I don't know if
very
anything can be
important.
done with it, but this is what I have.
Thank you.
That's your mojo?
Yeah.
Do you want to be mutated again?
If not, then everything that's happened up till now is for nothing, to some degree. All the suffering that I went through was for nothing.
Don't know about that, but
Do you not find that you go through more suffering as a mutant than as an elf?
that's a hard one, actually.
Life's hard and then we die, regardless of.
Honestly, not really. The only
What's
people
wrong?
the people that hate me the most are the Crimson Angels, and they hate me either way.
Henny and I got made fun of all the time when we were kids.
I wasn't like this when I was a kid.
Hey, but we were. And people would like kick us out of their stores because we were untrustworthy. They thought I would use my arms to grab whatever. It's not fun being a mutant.
No, but it helped. I used to help people.
Anyway, if
not-
it's
Go ahead.
it's your choice, I'm not going to argue with you, but I just want to say I find it easier to be, something. However, like I said, it's up to you. What is the plan?
going to Mexico.
Yeah,
We
I was
found-
about to say they live in a place called the Bounds.
Yeah, so we found some information on it. I point to the computer I've got set up in the living room.
Yeah, no, I saw you guys taking all of that. It's fine.
don't happen
Did
to
you find
have a way to
anything
get-
that we might not have?
The bag I just handed you.
I meant other than that, Kara.
Not really. The guy seemed kind of panicked. He seemed anxious, ready to leave, not wanting to be here. Kind of
That was-
handsome in an old man kind of way.
Probably Thomas. He's the one of the main people behind the Metamorphosis League.
So, do all of them know magic? Because that makes this a lot harder.
I don't know. I know that some of them did, but I don't. They didn't know a lot back then.
And you said that was what he took from you. Was that
Yeah.
square important? Because he also took a mechanism off the back of that as well.
Yeah,
Okay. So he's not done with it, is what you're saying.
no, he plans on using it to check. He plans on recreating the experiments he did on me on other Carusians.
And judging by the fact that none of it's willingly, I'm assuming this is all going to be forced on people.
Yes.
Right.
And
They
now
don't
Veda's
care who they
brother's
kill.
missing and in their hands.
I was unaware of that.
So we kind of need to go.
Because we found that her sister's not her sister. It's some weird imposter thing that they do, and her sister has been gone. For we
Her
don't know
sister
how long.
has imposter syndrome.
Something like that.
Doppelganger.
Kara, you know Richter, right?
Can we talk?
Yeah.
Okay. She takes you into the workshop and closes the door.
Going to take forever.
Okay, you can't just say stuff like that out in the open.
Well, I tried to talk to you about this stuff before, and you didn't want to talk about it. So I don't
Yeah,
know what.
because we're not supposed to
available
talk
and what's
about
not.
it.
So, you'll have to excuse me for not knowing what's on the table to talk about and what's not when there hasn't been a conversation about what's on the table and what's not.
Okay, here's the gist. Nothing is on the table. That's it.
So I
What do
ask
you
again.
need?
I'm gonna
Yeah.
knock on the workshop door.
We're
We'll be out
busy.
in a minute.
I'm gonna open it anyway. Look, can
Also-
the
also,
flamethrower
you didn't
motherfucker get his
hear
gas
that.
or not?
You didn't hear that anyway.
No, I don't hear any of their conversation, but
Yeah, I know, because it's soundproof. So when they shouted at you, you didn't hear that.
yeah. So I opened the door anyway. Hey, look, I know whatever this is important to y'all, but there is a child missing and gonna have experiments done on him. So can the flamethrower motherfucker Richter, who's already been a pain in our ass once, get us gas or not?
I mean, yes.
All right, then
We'll be out.
what
in a
are we
second,
doing
Elaine.
here?
No, it's fine. Go. It's great. Let's do this.
Like I said earlier, Gadget, you can go, but none of us are going over there.
No, none of y'all can go.
I mean, Gar and Dez could come probably.
Oh, I don't know who's allowed to go over there. I just
It doesn't matter. Let's go.
Okay.
So Kara and Gadget head outside. Kara jumps in the driver's seat of the vehicle.
Toss of the keys.
Cool. I don't know how to drive. Let's go. And you guys take off.
Well-
Tar.
Veda, you rolled it. She couldn't do much more damage.
Please, just
As long
don't
as
get
I
Don't
get
anything.
that
say
quickly.
like that, Nathan.
Anyway, so you guys drive over to the garage. Kara does the secret knock on the door, and the door opens up. It's not Richter this time, but it is another member of the security team. And she's like, "Sorry to bug you guys. Can we get some gas?" Yeah, sure. What kind do you need? Gadget? This is where you
Premium
chime
if you-
in.
Premium if you have it.
All
Like
right.
92 octane.
Okay. You hear that then? We're good? Yeah, I'll run in, find what we have. And
I grabbed the gas tank out of the back. You need this?
oh, that'd be great. Thanks.
Appreciate it.
So you guys wait for like 2 minutes alone. All right. So just for future reference, if you bring up this stuff again, I'm going to have to stab you in the throat. Does that sound good?
Well, like I said, I tried to have a conversation about this with you. Because like I kind of knew what was going on. And I would have been more than happy not to mention anything or say anything to anybody, but
It's like you're begging to be stabbed in the throat. Is that what you want, Gadget?
no, and I think Talia would be a little bit upset about that.
That's okay. She'll find somebody new. She usually does.
I don't mean about that.
That's fair. Anyway, so stop bringing up secret stuff with around these guys, because as much as I love Kenny and the other people, they don't need to know about what goes on behind closed doors.
That's fine. I'm happy not mention it.
Okay. Well,
But I mean, there was a possibility you didn't even know what I was talking about. I mean, it was slim. Let's be real, but
I can't with you right now. And the guy comes back and with the tank full of gas. He's like, "All right, this is all we can give you today. I hope you don't mind, but we have our own things that we're, you know what's up.
Yeah, it's all good. We appreciate your help.
Yeah, well, we got a mission of our own to do, so.
Yeah, absolutely.
Anyway, run along now, and he closes the door behind you. Okay, let's go back.
Yep, cool.
So you guys head on back to Talia's.
I hate waiting. I hate waiting for them.
It's like ripping the ears off of the bear and then mending them back on the bear rug and mending them back on.
The
Gar's
first
just playing
time-
Minesweeper on the computer.
The first time you rip them off, Kenny's about to be like, hey, and then he sees you mend them back on and is like, wait, what?
I don't even know what the point of this game is. Game's dumb.
They'll
I
be
hate
back
it.
soon, Veda.
Hey guys, let's go.
Oh, we're back.
That was actually fast.
She didn't mend
All
them
right,
back
mend your
on
shit
and
back
leaves.
together and grab whatever you
Yeah,
need, and
drop
we're
them.
loading up.
Go
Now,
to the
here's
workroom,
some-
grab my tools.
Here's something we haven't done in a while. I'm going to roll a d6. Who is 3? Which one of you is 3? That is Kenny.
Hey, what did you do?
D100?
D100 roll for me,
Oh,
man.
no.
Oh.
What? Every time I've rolled has gone well.
We're not even
What is
out
your
of Texas
what is
City
your
yet.
definition of well?
32.
Like
Hey.
Kenny's IQ.
At least it's
As
more
long
than.
as I don't roll the Cthulhu dice.
At least it's
No,
double
that's higher than
digits.
Kenny's IQ.
That is higher than Kenny's
What if
IQ,
I rolled the
you're
other
correct.
dice?
Nope, I don't want to know.
It would have been 41, so not that much different.
Whatever you do, don't use the Cthulhu dice. Those are your enemy.
Oh yeah.
My Cthulhu dice cycle through all of them, because when we're playing Cthulhu, I only roll high.
I always roll terrible. It doesn't matter.
So is Kara joining us for this trip, or is she staying back?
Kara is joining you, yes. So she settles up with Pierre and the maid whose name escapes me. And
Just like the
she,
butler.
just like the butler. Names are sometimes stick around.
Pierre, Butler, and Maid.
Pierre, butler, and maid.
The maid is Mary. Mary the maid.
Mary. There we go. Anyway, so she kind of explains what's going on, and you guys all head out.
I'll start the trek behind the wheel, I guess. Since Veda
This-
just rolled the car.
A great driver.
I can drive if
Okay.
somebody works the pedals.
But I've
Oh my
driven
God.
once, and even I didn't roll the car.
All right,
You
so
rolled
I
it.
actually think that this is a good time to take a quick break. Just because this is going to be a multiple day journey. So because you guys are quite a ways away.
An
Gadget's gonna be working
uneventful
on stuff in the car.
multiple day journey, correct?
Oh, Gadget, by the way, I gave River my walkie.
So you broke the car and you gave away one of the.
Well, if
I
you
didn't
made all
break
of
the
ours
car.
long range, we would have been fine.
Yeah,
Crying?
so this is like a you problem.
River needed a way to get in touch with us because of the whole Bernadette thing. So
Yeah, she's
I
looking
lent
for
it to her.
information for us. We need to know. It's a need to know thing.
Anyway,
Gadget
so we're gonna be going on break. Hope everybody has a good break, and we will see you all after the break. Probably in about 20-ish minutes.
bye.
3, 2, we're live.
Welcome back, everyone. Hope you enjoyed your break. Hopefully you got your drinks and your snacks and your bathroom breaks and what have you. Anyway, let's just hop right back into it, shall we? Shall we?
I guess we shall.
I think we should just call it a night.
All right, well, hope everybody enjoyed the stream. No.
And they lived happily ever after.
Also, as we are seeing here as well, thank you to our new viewer as well. Hopefully you enjoy watching us live because we're super cool sometimes. Anyway,
So while since somebody else is driving, Gadget's gonna work on the walkies in the car. Try to get all
why
these damn things back up and
you
working.
don't need any walkie-talkies.
So now you decide to get them done.
Every time he tries to
That's
get them done,
nasty.
something happens.
I'm gonna slowly try to mend the roof of the car.
Does it work like that? Maybe.
A little bit.
This
Get some of the dental
dead pops
aesthetic.
out.
I feel like
This
mending
dead
would get a
pops
dent out.
out.
A little bit. If anybody watches Rick and Morty, they know where that came
Let me guess, Rick and Morty.
from. But which episode?
That'd be a 27 engineering check.
Thought you were saying episode 27.
We've had some
Rick and Morty.
amazing.
I was like, holy crap. I'm not even that good.
He knows. He's watched that show.
Anyway, okay, so 27. In the matter of time, you managed to get it all put together. As you're driving through, sorry. Okay. It's getting late. And I'm assuming you're just going to be doing the switch off as you normally do.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I apologize for the little lull there. I was responding to something. Who is next on the chopping block?
All right, Veda, you're up.
Try not to roll the truck again.
I'm a great driver. I keep an eye out for, I mean, I don't know, they go by foot or by magic, but if I happen to see two figures walking.
At least Kenny
As
isn't
we're
the only
going.
person Gadget doesn't trust with the truck now.
Roll a
To be fair,
perception
no
check
one
for
can-
me.
No one.
Come on,
trusted
dice.
Kenny with the
Come
truck.
on, guys. One good roll. Hey, that's not bad. Okay. Perception is what, +6? Yep. 22.
22.
Mm-hmm.
So kind of describe to me where you're going first. What's your plan? Are you going south first? Or are you going west first? Where are you going?
South.
Going south first. So from
We're-
Ecstasy, you're heading towards Fool's Hope then?
Well, I'd say
I think
whatever
we were trying
direction-
to skirt around Fool's Hope.
Yeah.
So go
What?
like slightly
Why?
southwest.
What's wrong with Fool's Hope?
Just to be safe.
We have
I would have
friends
taken us
there.
a little bit southwest, so we were going wide of Fool's Hope and not straight south.
Oh, yeah. I mean, whatever direction Elaine was already driving in, Veda just continued. So,
You just
I don't know how
continue?
far we got while I
Okay.
was driving.
You probably would have gone past Fool's Hope with your driving.
Okay.
It's probably getting around midnight at this point. And as you're driving along, you see off in the distance, you see a large fire. Like, I wouldn't say large, more like campfire-esque, but a little bit bigger. Wouldn't say as big as a bonfire, but like bigger than a campfire. And you see a figure sitting there. And that's all I'm giving you with your perception check.
I'm gonna slow the
Oh,
car
and
down.
you also see a tent. I'll give you that as well.
You're gonna point it out to the rest of
What's
us.
up, Veda?
Yeah, I'm gonna nudge everyone awake.
Why are we
Should we-
slowing down?
Okay.
Oh, you can go back to
there's a
the-
person.
I'm gonna use
In
my
a fire.
scope to get a closer view and see what I can see. I had advantage, so that is a 11.
What scope are you using?
The
11.
see invisible stuff scope.
Okay.
Yeah, I rolled
Wait,
a
you
2
rolled
and
an
a
11?
I rolled a 2 and a 5, so I have +6, so it's an 11.
Mr. Always over 20 perception?
Right? I didn't think that was possible.
It's dark
Yeah.
outside.
I rolled a 5, like I can do better than this, and I rolled a 2 and it's like, oh.
Throw those dice in garbage.
This is Kenny's revenge for the computers.
I suck at this. Good. Oh, I'm great at this. Not anymore.
Somebody prop me up. Maybe I could take a look.
Hold Gar up like a kid.
That's mine.
Oh, right.
You want to go check it out?
That's 16.
Does it matter? I mean, it's only one person, so it's not.
Well, you said there's a tent. What if it's them?
Does it look cat shaped? Are there ears?
Oh, right, yeah.
Or if it's a doppelganger, they could have changed. I mean,
I think we did that in front of Quinn.
Unless they've got Quinn tied up.
But why? It'd be easier not to.
maybe
True.
he tried to put up a fight. He's tough.
Do I see ears? The 16. Do I see ears?
No, you do not see ears.
I don't see any ears, Veda.
So they're not important.
I mean, maybe they saw somebody else come through here.
Well, you can shout from the window then. I'll kind of drive, like inching near them so that they could shout from the windows.
I'll keep my gun
Think
out
you're
just in my
responding?
lap.
To our truck?
Yeah, that's a good question. Does it look like he's making any motions, like looking even?
They look up in your direction, yes.
Yeah, until we get close enough that he can see me.
Through your scope, you do see a weird smile.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm gonna keep watching him through the scope until we're close enough that he could see me pointing a gun at him. He's smiling weird.
Remind me that I need to make a horn for this car that says, "We just want to talk."
Bunch of guns pointing out. We just want to talk.
No, my gun's not pointing out. It's in my lap.
You guys still want me to yell? This guy's got the weird smile he's talking about. You just want to
Just
drive.
yell if he's seen any tabaxi.
Does this vehicle have a sunroof
I mean, it's
or
the
a
luxury.
hatch or something?
I don't know. You rolled the vehicle. Do you want me to break it more?
The question is, does it have a sunroof that will still work after we roll the vehicle?
It's
Veda.
armored. I don't know why an armored vehicle.
I
would have
got
a
us
sunroof.
where we needed
Yeah.
to be.
Well, that's why I
Yeah.
said hatch, because that it could have.
It doesn't matter. I'll roll down the window quick. Here we go. Just 1 sec. Hey, buddy. Have you seen any tabaxi go by here?
They just. How close are you?
Close
Close
enough they
enough.
would hear us.
That he
But
can
far
shout.
enough they can't.
Yeah.
Far
I
enough they
didn't
can't
get too
run at us.
close.
20, 30 feet, I guess.
Okay. He just looks up at you. Roll another perception check because you're quite a ways away at this point. So
And I roll this time?
you're closer, so you might be able to actually see their face. And yeah, go for it.
18.
What'd you say?
18.
That's more like it. 24.
Nat
Dirty
20.
20.
Nat 20.
Yeah, Nat
And I got
20
a dirty
plus 6.
20.
So 26.
Okay.
That's a 12.
Twenty-one
Uh,
for Diz.
Okay. Well, he has a very, very interesting looking face. It's very slight, very fine features, and very long pointed ears. I wouldn't say very long, but longer than your average, longer than yours, Gadget.
Okay. Does he have black smoke coming off of his face?
No.
Does seeing him make me feel uncomfortable? Like, is it that weird of a face?
Uncanny Valley.
Yeah.
No. It's just not a type of creature you've seen before.
Okay, so my gun is ready but not raised.
Does he not speak common?
Hola.
Mi amo.
I will repeat Gar's question in Elvish.
Gadget gives you a look.
I think I know Elvish too.
Even Kenny knows Elvish.
We all know Elvish.
Everybody knows Elvish.
Who doesn't know Elvish? Come on.
Elvish was taught in the primary schools.
Definitely.
Sorry, let me just change the music. No need to worry.
Kenny
about
can
it.
try asking in Spanish as well.
Just gonna change it a little bit. Don't worry.
I know he's got a weird
Don't
looking
like
face.
that.
Maybe he speaks Goblin.
For how
Like that
stupid
sound.
Kenny is, he knows 3 languages.
He knows them, but he can't read them. Interesting.
Hola, ¿cómo está?
Sorry. I just had to deal with something.
The gates?
Should have been a little bit longer on break apparently. So when you talk to him in Elvish, his face kind of like acknowledges your presence a little bit more.
Okay.
I think he understood, but
I'll ask the question again in Elvish.
What was the question? Sorry.
Have you,
Have you
seen
seen
any
two tabaxi?
tabaxi come by?
No. You all look tired.
Nope. I got places
Anxious.
to be.
Worried.
Is he in Elvish or in English?
It's in
I was-
I
Elvish.
want to know.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I just want to know.
You're not wrong. However, we're also determined. But if you don't have any information that could benefit us, we will have to be on our way.
Bye.
Do you have a name?
I do.
They call me
May we
Gadget.
have it?
What's yours?
No.
That's a weird name. No.
No, see, in Spanish, it means no. It means no in Elven, too.
And why not?
Because I don't think we need to be at that point.
Yeah, we're losing time. Do we need to be Let's continue inching the car along. We go.
You can all be on your way if you'd like.
Well, you don't seem too
Is there a
friendly.
reason we shouldn't be?
No, not at all. You could come sit down, have a conversation if you'd like.
Maybe next time. Kind of in a hurry. If you see Tabaxi, try to find a way to let me know.
Very well. Are you going to be traveling all night?
Probably.
Something like that.
Be careful.
Have a good night. Nice to meet you.
I know. From.
I'm gonna keep an eye on him as we go.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
We meet weird people on the road all the time. I
So
wonder
all
how
of-
that crazy guy is.
Do all of y'all speak Elvish?
I do.
I do.
Doesn't everybody?
I mean, I don't know where. I mean, I figure Veda learned it.
Does
'cause
Gar
of,
also
the
speak
bunker.
Elvish?
He certainly does.
And I don't know
Does
where
this?
everyone else learned it.
I
but
sure do.
She does.
yeah.
It's kind of like the most common language besides common, you know?
Apparently.
A lot of people spoke it on the streets.
Anybody else speak Spanish?
See?
No.
Yar.
Do you want to hear it in
Yes.
Spanish? No.
Yes, yes.
Isn't that also Elvish? Is that not right?
There's a different
No.
inflection in Elvish.
Ah, okay. So more like the Italian kind of
Yeah.
Spanish. Okay.
Why?
Do you speak any other languages, Gadget?
You seem
No, just
surprised.
Elvish and
that
Spanish.
So we speak
You
the
seem
same
surprised
languages.
that I just
I speak
casually asked
Tabaxi.
him.
Nobody else speaks Goblin? Man alive. Not surprised.
Sorry, it wasn't really taught in school.
Nah,
I think
nobody
it was
wants-
frowned
Nobody
upon.
wants. I don't even want to speak Goblin.
See,
Does anybody
A
Gadget,
lot of like
know?
you're
guttural
not that much smarter
sounds.
than me.
Anybody
was
else know
brought
any
up
other
proper.
languages?
I know Tabaxi.
Wait, pardon?
Does anybody else know any other languages?
We've got Tabaxi from our Tabaxi. We've got Goblin from our Goblin.
Everybody,
don't get-
everybody speaks the same languages.
You don't get any extra languages in 5th edition for higher intelligence, right?
No,
Oh, that sucks.
there's
Really?
there's a feat you can take that you can learn more
Yeah.
languages.
And there's a background that gives bonuses, but too late for that.
Is that guy doing anything? Are we? He's not chasing us or anything, eh? We're good.
No, he's waving at you.
Kenny waves.
Yeah.
I will.
Like waving goodbye or waving come back.
No, waving goodbye.
Perfect. That's the kind of guy I like. Although he
Never
must be
seen an
fairly,
elf with ears that
fairly
long,
powerful,
though.
eh? That guy out in the wilderness all by himself.
Well, not everyone looks the same out here.
Do I know anything about anything with ears that long?
Roll a Arcana.
That would be a 15.
No, I don't think so. Actually, no, because you are from. Yeah, so there's a further type of elf that you are aware of that is like more the original, and that is what they generally looked like.
I'm pretty sure he's saying looked like as in they died off.
No, I'm saying
Oh.
looked like
Yeah.
instead of look liked, because I messed up the first time I said it.
I missed that. I just heard you repeat and I was like, then that has meaning.
are we doing gas-wise, Veda? Still looking okay?
About half a tank.
Half the tank.
How many cans did we end up getting from Kara?
We filled up our empty one, so we've got 2 more backup.
Car is
We
with
get
you,
it.
just so you know.
Completely filled.
Or do you speak Elven?
I think she does. Give me a sec. Hara. I don't have her language written down. Probably. I don't
Just
know.
say she does. That's
She
just
speaks a little bit. She's not fluent, but she can like.
If Kenny
Yes,
speaks
okay.
it,
She's
she
got the
probably
basics
would know it as well.
If Gadget finishes getting all the walkie-talkies up to a long range, he's going to start working on the throat mics.
Wait, what now?
Throat mics.
Sounds
So
fancy.
like you wear it, it's like a neck choker, and you can wear it, and you can sits on your vocal cords, kind of thing.
I've never heard of them before, but that's kind of what I assumed they would be.
If you ever watched Avatar with the blue monkeys, they have them.
I did when I was little.
Basically, it doesn't pick up the same like inflections, but it allows you to speak when there's noise because it's not picking up sound the same way that a normal microphone does.
Oh, it's picking up from vibrations, not audio.
Right.
Okay.
You don't artichoke.
You're okay, Veda? You need to take a turn driving?
I can
Ooh.
drive.
No, you can't. I'm fine.
I've driven once.
Veda
Doesn't
just
this thing-
got behind the wheel. She's fine.
Okay, just checking. In case this thing has cruise control, we're good.
I'm gonna take a little nap while Veda's driving too. It doesn't, or my meditation. So
Yep.
You're gonna
Kenny will
allow
sleep.
the person who rolled the vehicle to drive without you paying attention?
well, I mean, if she
One
rolls
time.
it, she's gonna roll it.
That's
One
fair.
time.
I mean, do you need to do it more than one time?
You did more
It's a
damage
fluke.
that
The
one
answer's
time
no.
than
No,
Kenny's
the
2
answer's
times with
no.
his glove.
That's
Elaine
not
will
true.
stay up for a little bit while Veda's driving. She'll help her
Keeping the
keep an
eye out. Backseat.
Because I only need to meditate for 4 hours. So
No, just help Veda keep an eye out for a couple hours, and then I'll eventually just pass out.
Boo, 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 boo. Boo, boo, boo,
Oh
boo.
my god.
I'm here too, Elaine. I can keep her awake. Every time she tries to close her eyes, I can poke her.
Just shoot her in the foot.
Oh no!
with the silver
has
bullet.
a-
I'm more helping her.
Just, she
Keep
has
an
a
eye
lot
out
of
than
toes.
watching
She
her
only needs to
driving.
lose one every time.
Don't have that many toes.
If that happens, you're losing 2 toes every time you use your weapon inside the car.
You ever seen like the animal, like cat feet? Like they only got so many toes. Like Nightcrawler,
But
like 4 toes.
on each foot,
3
so that's
toes.
8. And will
I
you
need all
really
of them.
fall asleep 8 times?
Kenny, you keep talking. I'm gonna start plucking feathers.
No, Kenny is sleeping. Don't you remember
Okay.
the woo, woo, woo,
No, I thought that was you.
This is
just
why we
being
can't be stealthy.
dumb.
woo?
So you guys drive for about another hour, and then 2 hours. You look down at the clock in the car, and it's sitting at about 2:30 in the morning. Driving for a little bit longer. Roll a con save, Veda.
All right, dice, sparkly dice. Oh, that's not. What's my con? Boop, boop, boop.
Don't crash. I'm not seatbelted in.
15.
15?
Yep.
Okay.
Is this
Oh, sh-
So you're kind of like nodding a little bit, but you keep getting poked by Gar. Brings you back a little bit. A little bit longer passes. You're now after 3 a.m.
We get 4 hours now.
What?
It's
We
about
get
3.
4 hours.
Almost. You're at 3 hours now.
Okay.
You're at. So you drive for a little bit longer, and you look down at the clock again, and it's 3:29, and you're feeling wiped.
Might be better if someone else switches in.
I can take
Well,
the
they
wheel
just-
for a bit while we wait for Gadget to wake up.
Well, what about Des?
I can
You got-
drive.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, Des is here. I completely...
Yeah, no, that's no
it's
problem.
late.
So you guys are switching out?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay. So you start getting out of the vehicle to swap seats. And as you do that, I need who's getting out. Who's actually getting out?
Oh, me. 'cause I'm
Daz and
swapping.
Veda?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I need both you to roll perception checks then.
Perception. Oh,
She got a 12.
24.
Veda, kind of nearby-ish, you see something glowing in the distance. It's kind of got like a pink purplish hue to it, and it kind of just looks like an archway. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw, please.
Another Fey Lord kidnapping me. Sweet. Okay. Wisdom? Shit. 10.
Okay. You hop back into the vehicle before Dez can switch out, and you're like, I think we should just go look at this. So you drive over towards it.
Veda, what are you doing?
It's glowy.
That doesn't mean go near it.
I think that's what that means.
As you get closer to it, you look down at the clock once again, and it is 3:31. You drive up to it, and it is a giant archway, and it is glowing and sparkling and has purpley ombre down into pink, like
Veda,
beautiful looking colors.
Can everybody
So
see it or just
shiny.
Veda?
No, everybody.
Well,
Veda,
yeah,
pull
we're
over.
asleep.
Let's just look at it.
I know. I was just curious.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't drive
Not
into
up
the
close.
damn thing.
Not
Just pull
close.
over.
Roll another
Yeah.
wisdom check or your wisdom saving throw.
That's not good. 6.
He's
I
like
was
a moth.
rolling well. I was rolling well.
You drive through it.
The Veda!
Let's go.
I told you guys I should have drove.
You couldn't reach the pedals.
Little likes. It's fine.
Just,
It's pretty.
what does it look like now that we drove through it?
Does anything happen? Something's gonna happen. I know it.
You see. Why don't I drop you in and you can take a look?
Oh,
No.
great.
Veda, just let Deseret take the wheel. You shouldn't just be driving into stuff.
Oh, because I noticed it, and now I kind of had to,
No.
because it's shiny.
Oh, Veda, bless your poor goldfish heart. But no, you don't just drive towards the shiny thing.
You should always.
But how did you see it? Do you
I
not
did.
see?
Ooh, a
Yeah,
shiny.
but I wouldn't drive us all into
See?
it.
I think it's good.
Didn't something bad happen to you before when you wandered off?
That was by myself. Now we're all in it together.
Yeah,
We
and
can't
there's,
all get possessed, right?
there's a
Much
chance
better.
we're all screwed.
No,
See,
because the Elwyn's wasn't shiny.
Yeah, but
Probably Elwyn's summer house.
Owen, do you have a summer house?
I mean, I do. This isn't it.
Oh, it's not his, but he does have one.
Okay,
Marcy.
then what is this? Does he know what this is or where we are?
Ellen.
As you ask that, you look down at the clock again, and it says 3:34. And the gateway behind you closes.
Oh my god.
Does not bode well. Is everybody
That's
awake
fine.
now?
No one's woken. I don't think anyone has woken up
Don't-
Gadget or Kenny yet.
Thinking that might be
Gadget's
too much.
almost. Give Gadget like 20 minutes. He'll be up. He doesn't sleep very long.
Okay.
Are we still driving?
I don't know. Are you?
Are you going to move us to the
Um,
other map?
I feel like
Veda.
I'm cruising.
I will
Pull
right
over.
away, but give me a second.
Okay.
I got
Just
it. I
wanted
gotta
to make
find
sure
it.
I wasn't frozen.
No.
Can I pull over?
Yep.
Okay.
I'm gonna get out of the truck and try and figure out where the hell we are.
Anybody know how to read
Oh,
stars?
driving through another portal. Is Kenny on the roof or is he in the truck?
He's
In the
not.
truck.
Yeah, he's not sleeping on the roof.
He doesn't. He doesn't have a roof set up on this one. I don't think.
No, he
I
doesn't.
had to make
He
sure.
hasn't had time.
God, Kenny, why not?
Next time we do work on the truck, he'll put his roof stuff on.
I don't. Are we there? I don't see it.
You aren't. I'm looking. I can't find my stuff. I'm
You
looking
flipped me
for my
off.
stuff.
His roof stuff consists of a hook to tie a rope to.
All right, well, you could just tell us. You could just mind tell us.
Okay, cool. You are in very similar to what Veda was in last time she went through something like this. A bright green open field filled with brightly colored flowers. There's reds, there's purples, there's blues, all these different colored fields of flowers.
Is it
Oh, this
daytime?
is the same again. Oh, we did. I did.
It
I
is.
went in another
It
one.
is daytime. Yes.
Oh,
At
Veda.
3:34 in
Is
the
this
morning.
the Elwyn thing again?
Yeah, it looks like it.
Oh, good
Is
lord.
Elwyn here?
Well, I mean, he's always here.
Okay, well, talk to him.
Find out where we are. He should know, shouldn't he? If it's
Just
very
wait for the
similar?
fight to start with two of us still asleep.
Elwyn, you're sure this isn't one of your places?
Yes, I'm sure.
Is it like your cousin?
Oh no, I know what this is, but I feel like it's going to be more fun for you to figure it out.
Hello?
Is it dangerous?
What did he say?
Yes.
It's dangerous, but it's not
Oh,
his
well.
or his cousin's.
What? Why is it dangerous? Ask him why it's dangerous.
He wants us to find out.
Are you kidding me?
All right, I'm pulling out my guns. That's it.
I'll let you know one thing.
Uh-huh.
You guys can't hear Elwyn. Don't
Oh,
say
right.
uh-huh.
He's the worst.
If you see a tall man with no face, just keep walking. Don't turn around. Just walk away.
Can we drive away?
I mean, if you want to. You're here for some time, though.
Really? Do we have to walk anywhere? Can we just sleep
Don't
in the
worry
car?
too much, Veda. Time's a little funny here.
Oh no. So if we see someone without a face, we're supposed to ignore them and keep going.
Just a tall
Ask-
man without a face.
Tall man
Ask him
without
how
a
we get
face.
ask him how we get the portal open again.
I think we have to wait.
Oh, Lord. All right. Well, I guess we'll set up camp and wait.
Can we see anything else besides flowers around?
There's no buildings or anything.
There are buildings, yes. Kind of old-timey looking buildings.
Do we want to check out the buildings, or do we
Like
wanna
made
check
of
out-
stone and thatch type of thing.
I'm gonna open up the back and I'm gonna kick Kenny a little bit.
Mm.
Come on, we're making camp.
It's too early to be bright out.
We're making camp. It's 3 a.m. Come on.
Mm.
You want us to go check out those
It
buildings,
takes him
Elaine?
like 2 solid minutes to get out of the truck.
Let's get us set up here first and get everyone on the same page, and then we can.
Yeah. Does Kenny see anything around
I'm
anywhere?
gonna start shaking Gadget. So it was like a totally random
Veda,
event.
messed up. Come
Um,
on, we're making camp.
Oh, why'd you have to wake me up early? I only needed just a little more.
Kind of stuck in an alternate dimension again.
Okay, cool.
Right.
I'm gonna finish meditating for another 20 minutes. Wake me up if you need me.
Okay, but where the Slender Man? Go to the fire.
Yep, Kenny's gonna scan the environment with his scope.
What do you need us to set up, Elaine? Anything?
I'm gonna try to get my last 20 minutes of sleep, man.
It's really just us
I kind of figured.
setting up
Wait.
so we're comfy and waiting, so we're not just sitting in the truck.
Is that
and
real time
running
20
off.
minutes? So you're gonna be sleeping for days.
Just whatever you want to set up to get comfy for a while. I don't know how long we're gonna be here.
So if I pick a flower,
Let's
no.
not pick any flowers, because
No,
I
no,
remember
no.
what told me happened last time.
that was before I got kidnapped. So I feel like I can just pick flowers now that we're already here.
Well, Elwyn in your head seems to be the best judge on that, so maybe you should ask him if you could pick flowers. Because he did say this place is dangerous, so...
Flowers?
Go for it.
The Elwyn's always on my side. See, that's where you messed up. I'm gonna go pick some flowers. Not far from camp. The closest ones.
The earth opens and swallows us up.
Just gotta keep an eye out for any figures, anything weird moving.
Yeah, Kenny's
I'm
gonna
lined up
perch.
against the truck right now.
Calm down,
Kenny's
there's
gonna
no
perch on top of the truck and keep an eye out.
And I'm just walking behind Veda with my guns out. Do.
Just better to do something while we wait, you know? So every minute, not Bernadette and Quinn are getting further away, and just, you know, I like flowers.
As I said, Veda, you don't really have to worry about that. Time's going to be a little strange. Do you have a watch?
It's a good question. I want to say she would, but whether or not it has survived all of these fights, that might be up to you. She
Roll
just
roll a
punch a hole.
D100.
all right.
Does she want higher though?
No.
So, 95.
You're good.
Yes, I have a watch.
Your watch is somehow in better shape than when you left.
It's amazing.
Not quite.
Is it still 3:34?
On your watch? No, it is currently 5:55. And you
What?
have been here for about 2 minutes.
Are we gonna? Oh my god, we're gonna be stuck here, and then as soon as we escape, it's like our bodies. That's what turned people into mummies before. It wasn't. It was magical sparkles.
I have a question just for the group. Is her voice sounding weird to anybody else, or is that just
Like
me?
kind
it
of
kinda
robotic.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh,
So
am I?
little. Wow.
Mhm.
Yes.
Oh,
I was assuming it was just me.
let me mess
No,
with
it's been
it. I
going on for a
apologize.
bit. No worries. Okay.
Are you putting us in a new map?
Better. Meow, 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 meow.
No, still the same.
So you haven't switched us yet, right?
No.
Okay. Occasionally with
So
bad
small.
internet, it does freeze, so I need to make sure.
Okay. Yeah, you're good for the temporary.
Does anyone else have a watch? I think mine's broken.
There's the
No.
clock in the truck.
Because like we got in here, it's like 3:34, and my watch is saying it's like 5 a.m. now.
Didn't you say Owen said time would be weird?
But that's like really weird. Like, what if?
It's another realm or something with I don't know what.
Or maybe your watch is just broken.
That's possible.
As long as time
I'll-
doesn't affect us.
I'll
I
poke
would-
my head in the truck and see what the clock says in there.
It says 3:34.
It says 3:34 in the truck.
Oh, can anyone fix watches? Gadget.
He's sleeping.
Do, 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 do. But this is important. I feel like.
It's fine, Veda. We're just gonna have to wait it out.
For what? Like it's cool here and all. Where'd the sparkles go?
Is time different in
It
the truck?
closed behind us. It still says it's like 3:30 in the truck.
Anybody else got a watch?
No.
Kenny most
Yes.
definitely does not.
Yeah,
Gadget
it's
might be the
real.
only other one that has a watch.
Oh, Gadget's asleep.
Okay, we can wait a few more minutes for him to wake up. Got nothing else to do.
I dare you to eat one of these flowers, Gar.
Not eating one of these weird ass flowers. No way.
Come on.
But you owe her a life debt.
No,
Yeah.
I don't want that to be used for the life debt. What if it gives you magical powers?
And what if
What if you
it's
get possessed?
exactly? Thank you. You brought my point perfectly to clear light. I am not eating a flower.
No, it's a really good thing.
Okay. Not Kenny saying this, but if you ate the flower and died, you would technically be paying off your life debt.
Veda, why do you want him to eat a flower?
I just
Do you want somebody else to feel as special as you?
no. Well, I mean, no.
Veda,
Then
you're
why-
talking out loud again.
Oh, sorry.
Why try and force it?
Just anxious. Where are we?
Do I see anything? Like figures, creatures, anything like that out here?
Nope, not out in the open so far. You do
Yeah.
see kind of one way there's a couple of like little stone shacks, like I said, with the stone walls and the thatch roofs. And then the other way there's kind of like a foresty looking thing.
Which way is Veda
And then-
heading?
Just nearby picking flowers.
Yeah, she
With
like you
Karl.
guys are in a field, with kind of. It's not in the picture, but there are like flowers all over the place.
Oh, have you changed maps now?
Not yet. Give me 2 seconds here, dude.
Okay. Well, you said in the picture, so Kenny's gonna jump off the truck and kind of slowly wander towards the buildings.
Kenny.
I won't go far.
Nope. No one goes anywhere on their own in here by themselves. Especially you.
What's
Vader,
that?
do you see anything besides flowers? Like, is there vegetables or fruit or anything you see?
Wait.
It's definitely another circle, but this one, Ellen, why was your circle flowers and mushrooms and this one's just flowers? Like,
Everyone has their own way of doing things.
I guess. Were your mushrooms edible? Flowers.
I mean, you can eat most mushrooms.
Oh, Gary, you can eat roots, right? Isn't like most roots edible and they're good for you and they got water in them?
I can definitely eat roots.
Find like a
Right.
dandelion root or something.
Do we have any here? That's what I'm asking. I am a bit hungry, but I'm not so hungry. I want to eat flowers.
I think flowers are good for you, you know?
So Veda, you haven't left the circle?
No, I'm like right at the edge.
Hmm.
I think we just have to wait it out, but I don't know. We can't just sit around.
Kenny's gonna leave the circle.
Oh boy.
Did anything
Kenny-
happen?
Nope.
Oh, he's still alive.
Let's see, we're fine.
Kenny, stay with the group.
I'm not going with them. Well, which are you going toward the houses?
Yeah.
Kenny,
Yeah,
I
I'd say
saved you
so.
from death twice. I don't want to do it a third time.
Want to come to the houses, Veda?
Gadget gets out of the car. Okay, guys.
Gadget,
What's going on?
please help me here.
Gadget, my watch is broken.
Veda,
Do you
okay.
have watch? Does Gadget have watch?
Gadget, your watch, you look down at it and it says 3:34.
Yeah, mine's off too, but it's probably just the time of this place.
No,
No,
the
mine says
vehicle
No, that's-
also says 3:34.
Okay, so it's been 3:34 for a long time.
Kenny.
What exactly happened?
Veda saw a big pink, purple, shimmery archway thing and decided to drive right through it, and now we're here.
Veda, I thought we had somewhere we had to be.
It was really, really shiny.
That doesn't mean you drive through it and then the thing closed behind us, so now we're stuck here. All we
You
know is
did-
Olwen says it's dangerous, that if there's a tall man without a face, not to look at him and to keep walking, and that we're gonna be here a while. And Kenny keeps trying to walk off and not stay with the group. And he's trying to get
Madison,
himself
I get
killed.
some rolls for Slender Man and for the where we are.
Sure.
For the no face dude. That would be a 17 Arcana.
I feel like you. So it would
Kenny,
bring
get
up
back
memor-
here.
Bring up memories of Slenderman, of course, because that's pop culture of back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
And then on top of that, back as like a child, you remember stories of it as well. And that was not Slender Man. That was just called the Tall Man.
So I remember stories from when I was a kid, kind of fairy tales to keep us in line about the tall man. Which was a tall man with no face. Pop culture references back from before the bombs. Slenderman, the guy in a trench or not trench coat, a suit and tie, generally, no face, tall, or just black. But in all instances, it's never been something that's good.
Not good. Got it. So Kenny should get his ass back over here and not start wandering
Yeah.
off.
Kenny should most definitely get his ass back over here. And then that's 15 for where we are.
15 for where are you?
Yeah, like for Arcane for this place.
Doesn't help you.
Okay.
Kenny!
Well, we're not going to accomplish anything just sitting here.
We're not going to accomplish anything being stuck in here. So just enjoy your flower bed. Quit trying to go off and get yourself killed.
Veda, you said, was this similar to where you were before?
Yeah. There was a gazebo, though, and fake people and tea last time.
So do you know if we have to do something to leave or if we just have to wait?
No, Ellen, talked to me right away.
How did you get out last time?
We
Didn't
fought,
kick you out?
and then I woke up again, and then I was possessed.
You fought with Elwyn?
Uh-huh.
Did you win?
I mean, it was like a tie.
No.
He kind of did this retreat thing because I punched him really hard, so I'd say it's like a tie.
Gadget, you're out of the vehicle now, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can you look at your watch now, Gadget?
I did. It shows
out of the
3:34.
vehicle.
Yeah.
Oh, what does it look like out of the vehicle?
So you guys have been talking here about 3 minutes now, or so. Your watch currently 6 o'clock.
Okay. The time is right in the truck.
What
I'm
time
gonna
did
get
you
back in the
say
truck and
it
check
cut
the
out
time in the
for a
truck.
second?
It says 3:35.
I'm gonna look back down at my watch.
Still says 6 o'clock.
6.
Okay, so inside the truck is the right time. Out here, time is flying. Flying.
Outside time seems to be flying.
All inside time was weird in here.
He did. I mean, maybe we should check out the houses. Maybe we can figure out what it is.
Gadget sits down and starts working on stuff. It sounds like an easy way to get some work done in the real while we're out of
Oh
time.
my god.
We can go. I'll go over there with you, Veda.
No.
Okay, how about this? We all go check out the houses.
We
Des
all
and
go, or
Rod-
we don't.
No, I'm just saying Des and Gadget can stay while he does his work, because if he thinks he can get lots done, let's get some work out of him. And us four, we can go and check things out.
If this turns into a thing
Sure, you
like
wanna
Veda told
separate?
me it did with Elwyn, we all go or we don't go.
How far are
all
the
seem
houses
very
from the
far.
truck?
I agree that we shouldn't split up.
How far are
then-
the houses from the truck, Matt?
I'm trying to think of the proper verbiage to use. Probably about a mile or so.
Hella far.
Let's drive the car
Further
over
than
there.
I was picturing.
Exactly.
Let's drive the car over there. We're a mile away.
Right.
Yeah, I was picturing 100 or 200 yards.
Oh well, I don't. Maybe that then. Like I said, I was looking for the proper verbiage.
All right.
Kenny, as you're coming back towards.
Yeah, I turn around and head back.
Cool. As you start heading back towards the circle, you can't get back in.
Up, guys.
Good
Yep.
lord.
Now what?
I
Are you
can't-
afraid?
I kind of lean up against it to show like no way my
I'm
body
gonna
could
walk
go into that
right
position.
up to it. Like Elaine goes right up to it, hands on the hips, and it's just kind of like
I can't get in.
It's like
I
an
You
told you
belong
not
to
to
the
wander
spirits
off.
now. This is your home. You have to stay here forever. Oh no.
I take a step back and say come say that to my face.
I'm not as dumb as you are. Walking out of circles. I throw a flower at him.
So it makes it halfway and falls to the ground because it's a flower.
Yeah, it doesn't go that far.
It falls to the ground, and then you feel something. The flower vanishes when it hits the ground, and you feel something inside your mouth.
So me?
And you pull it out, and you have a flower in your mouth.
Oh, yeah, you're not dumb. You're just eating flowers.
I mean, you can make tea out of them.
He was trying to get you to eat the flowers.
Alright, I told you so.
Is that
Kenny,
karma? I'm
don't-
sorry.
move. Everyone else get in the truck.
Wait, we're not going over there, are we? Now I feel like it's a bad idea.
It's the only way to get Chucklefuck over here.
Kenny is going to move,
just
but he's
not
going to
much
move
way to
around
get
the
evidence
circle
about
to see
that
if there's
circle.
any way in.
I mean, I feel like he made his decision, and we should respect it.
Veda,
Okay.
now is not the time to be petty.
It's funny though, but it is a little petty.
It's a little funny,
But-
though.
I did tell you so, Kenny.
Yeah.
And we're all gonna be trapped.
Alright, I'm gonna hop in the... I'm gonna, like, stand on the step to get in, like, for the driver's seat, and just wait for everyone to pile back in, so we can go get Kenny.
I'll put all the flowers in the glove box and go in the shotgun.
I think taking this car to a circle is a bad idea.
Well,
think
how
it's-
else do you suggest we get that one back?
Lasso?
And maybe we can dig under the circle.
It's magic. I feel like they might be a little bit smarter than that.
So
hey, Kenny,
is it-
pull out your scope, see what you see.
I do. Do I see anything?
You're gonna do a quick scan around.
Yeah.
Okay, roll a perception check.
Natural 20, so 26.
Ooh.
That was without advantage. Because I got on my first
Okay.
try.
As you're scanning the area, what?
Go ahead. I have a feeling I know what you're about to say, so go ahead.
Why did you just assume?
You know what happens when you assume?
You become a jutsu master.
As you scan around the area, you are taking a look through like the forest behind you, don't really see anything in it. You turn around, kind of look into the village a little bit, and then you turn around once again. And off in the distance, you see a relatively well-dressed, not in a suit by any means, but like decent-looking person. Standing taller than Kenny, probably at about 8 feet tall. And as you scan up the body, you see nothing for a face.
Hey,
You drop your scope, and there's nothing there. You pick it back up, and there he is again.
how far away?
The scope doesn't really do that.
Well, you can kind of judge distance even with a scope.
Closer than the town.
Okay.
Is this like Stone Angel on Doctor Who?
The Weeping
Weeping
Angel?
Angel.
Silence?
The Weeping Angels? Oh my lord.
Oh.
Hey guys, I see something, and I'm gonna keep
You're
kind
just
of
staring
like
at it?
up
What do
in-
you see?
A person, and I'm going to like keep
I
comparing
need
to
a
see
little
if I
bit
can
more
see
than
it.
that.
He's like
Does he have-
tall.
Okay, I
Does he
need
have a
to
face?
know. Do you keep staring at it?
Yes.
Okay.
Kenny, did you not hear me before?
Roll me any intelligence saving throw,
I'm
please.
pretty sure he was sleeping when you explained this.
I explained
I
it
thought
again
Gadget
while
was
Kenny
He
was
explained
awake
it
and
when
trying
he
to
woke up.
wander off.
Wait, an intelligence saving throw?
That's what I said.
Oh no. 7.
Turn him into a vegetable again.
As you are staring at this person off in the distance, you see the neck just to the side, and Kenny's body collapses outside of the thing.
Is he dead? Again?
As you
Oh,
see
Kenny!
Kenny's body collapse, you see a form appear right in front of Kenny as his body gets lifted. The head spins around, and you see, once again, no face.
I was gonna
Can
say when
I-
he comes up, I keep my eyes averted to the ground.
Yeah, duck my head down, but run forward to try to snatch Kenny and keep running.
Veda, no!
I'm gonna
You're
try to
gonna-
double sprint with
You're
Kenny.
gonna leave the circle?
Yeah.
Okay. So
Veda!
I'm
Have
gonna need
to.
you to make a contested, I guess, strength check.
Well, because with grapple, I generally use acrobatics. Can I use my acrobatics instead?
Well, he had already grabbed him. You're trying to pull him away from this person.
Okay. Oh, okay, that's not bad. Plus, hold on. My strength isn't terrible.
I have a 23.
22.
The body gets yanked away from you, and the form and Kenny both vanish from in front of you guys.
Veda outside
Veda.
the circle now?
Veda is now outside the circle, yes.
She can't get back
And just for funsies, that's where we're gonna call it tonight. So hope everybody enjoyed tonight's game. Yeah, we'll be here next week. And then the week after that, we're actually going to do a Q&A from episode 30 to 40. So if anybody has any questions or anything they want to ask, you can leave them in this episode or the next episode, and then we'll answer them on the Q&A.
They can ask any questions though, right, Matt? It doesn't have to be limited to between episodes 30 and 40.
I mean, no, they can ask whatever.
I may or may not be here next week. But I'm gonna
Gadget,
try.
I will be
Gadget
traveling.
Gadget
Oh, you
doesn't want
too?
to be involved here.
Yeah, but I'll probably have internet wherever I'm staying. It just might be a little more choppy.
Okay, well, keep in mind, we need enough people to do the game. Anyway, doesn't matter. We can talk about this after. Anyway, have a good night, everybody.
Good night.
Bye, everybody.
Night.
Love you.